Hi everybody and welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Jennifer Peters and I live in Langley, British Columbia. Today was a beautiful day. We had a little bit of rain and a little bit of hail, but the sun is out. Maybe you can take a little peek out there to see how beautiful it is. And I'm so fortunate that we get to live here. I'm really excited to be sharing another great dish with you guys. Today I am making fancy double stuffed yams. This is going to be a wonderful side dish that might accompany maybe something like today. I'm feeling like definitely barbecued steaks. It's a sunny day, a warm day finally, and I think that's what I'm in the mood for. And these double stuffed yams are going to be the perfect side dish. These could be paired with many other different things, but this is kind of what I'm in the mood for today, so that's what we're making. Now, I want to share with you too that I did a step ahead of time, and I know that there's lots of busy moms out there just like me. Today was a crazy day. I was in and out of my car a few different times. I was at the ice rink. I was dropping off at the baseball field, picking up to and from school, and you all understand and you can appreciate the very same kind of a day. So this morning when I was making up the kids' eggs at breakfast time, I pre-baked my yams. These were baked at 450 degrees. I rubbed them down with a little bit of olive oil first to give them that nice crispy layer, and then I turned them over after about 20 minutes. They look nice and browned and a little bit of a crispy coating on the outside, which is going to be a really nice casing for our double stuffed yams. So let's get started. First up, I'm just going to cut my yams right in half. So today I'm using 3 yams, making 6 halves, and this will feed 6 people depending on, but maybe 4 if you're extra hungry. So what I'm doing with each of my yams is taking out the middle. Now, unlike a regular potato, the skin on a yam kind of separates a little bit once it's baked. So you want to make sure that you leave a little bit of that in there, just to make a nice little boat for our mashed yams after. And we're just going to put that right in there. So don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, because it's all going to come together in the end really, really nicely. So I'm leaving just a little bit like that, just like you would a regular potato, leaving a little bit left in the skin. And then I'm going to complete this with all 6 of my halves. So I've scooped out all of my yams and put them into the bowl here, and I'm about to start mashing them up. Today I'm using the light Philadelphia cream cheese, just because I think that, you know, if we can cut back on a little bit of the fat, then it's just a bonus to this recipe. But if you can use any kind that you wish to use, and it really isn't going to make that big of a difference. So that's what we're using today. I'm going to put in half a block of cream cheese. Now, if you want to cut back a little bit on that, if you're thinking that that's going to be too cheesy for you, then definitely do it, but we like cheesy in our house. So we're using half a block, 4 ounces, and a 1/4 cup of milk, and salt and pepper to taste. And when I am mashing potatoes or yams today, I like to use my emulsion blender just because it does a nice creamy job, and sometimes I feel like I don't have the elbow grease to get in there and do it by hand, so I like to use this. So I'm going to give these a little stir here with my blender. Oh, let's turn that on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so my yams are all mashed with that beautiful cream cheese, and I'm going to go ahead and add some already pre-cooked bacon to this, just for that little bit of meaty flavor mixed into my yams. Now, I have already pre-cooked 5 slices of bacon. Now, just a little tip to you, I like to, on the weekend when I'm making up bacon for breakfast, I like to do maybe a whole pack of bacon, and whatever we don't eat, then I stick in the fridge so that I always have bacon already pre-cooked. And you can chop it up and throw it into your salads or on your potatoes, or mix it into your favorite recipe. So that's a little tip for you that I like to do in my home, is pre-cook a whole bunch of bacon. So anyways, I'm adding about half of those 5 slices in there. And I have 3 green onions chopped, and I'm going to mix that in there. And I'm going to reserve just a little bit of that just to garnish on top for later. So when all mixed together, those yams look great. Look at those little chunks of bacon and onion in there for a little pop of color and flavor. And now I'm just going to be taking my filling and dividing it into each of the yams, the baked yams, just as so. Alright, so I'm going to finish these off and fill them all up, and then I'll show you the next step. Alright, so now that they're all stuffed and ready for the topping, I'll explain what that is. We are going to be combining the rest of our bacon, so probably about maybe 2.5 slices of bacon already chopped, about a 1/4 cup of pecans, and a 1/4 cup of figs. Now this is found in the produce section of your grocery store, somewhere near the fruit section. They're in a little package. Now you can get light or dark figs, and these are the light ones. And this is about a 1/4 cup of crumbled blue cheese. All of these flavors together are paired so nicely. Now, blue cheese is a really strong flavor, but all of these ingredients, the crunch from the pecan, the strong blue cheese flavor, and the sweetness from the fig paired with the sweet of the yam is just going to be such a great side dish. And I'm sure everyone's going to love it at your house. So, I'm just going to put our toppings on each one of these yams and spread it evenly throughout. Make sure that there's enough to go around, that each one has about even amounts. And then we're going to pop it in the oven at about 400. So it's baked a little bit higher to get the bottom of the yams still crispy and the top's a little bit crispy. So about 15 minutes or so in the oven, and these are ready to go. So 15 minutes, these are out of the oven, and they look beautiful. I know that your family are going to love these, and definitely if you serve these for a dinner party, these are just going to be fantastic. So I'm just going to plate them just as so, and I'm going to garnish them with the reserved green onions, just to give them a little pop of color. Nice and pretty and fresh. Alright, I'm going to take one for myself and give it a little try, because these look so good. It's dinner time at the Peters house tonight. Our steaks are on the grill, and I was just steaming up some green beans to go with this meal. I think it's going to be a fabulous meal. Before I call the kids up, I just need a quick bite. So let's give these a try. Oh, delicious. Creamy and sweet. That little bit of crunch from the pecan and bacon. Paired with that blue cheese is a phenomenal combination. And I know that you are going to love this as much as we will. So, I hope you enjoy them. Have a good night.